with GTA 6 finally having trailers, I decided to go back and play the classic ones. Not the first two, GTA 1 and 2, no, I'm not going to replay those. I'm not going to play those. But I did decide to play GTA 3 and Vice City. I don't have physical copies to show you, so once again, we have written them down. GTA 3 is the first one in this current formula and Vice City is arguably the finished product. GTA is more like a product demo. At least that's in my opinion. GTA 3 features a silent protagonist. You have a bunch of guns. Most of the controls don't really work as well as you remember in GTA 4 and 5. They are very, very clunky for the GTA 3. The map is pretty fun. The map looks good. Everything looks great. The cars drive okay, I guess, but they really are made of cardboard. In GTA 3, if you bump into something, even lightly, even gently, like a love tap, if you've bumped into something in real life as lightly as you bumped into something in GTA 3, you barely get a scratch on your car in real life. And in GTA 3, your car is banged up. And, of course, they love time limits in GTA 3. Almost, maybe even half, maybe a little bit more than half of every GTA mission that you'll get in the main story will have a time limit involved. You have to do things within a time limit. You have to either drive to a location, you have to pick somebody up, drive to the location, do some shooting, you have to go to a location, you have to escort somebody, you have to chase somebody, you have to collect something from a courier that's driving along the road, you have to chase them down within a time limit. There's just time limits, and it's really annoying to me. It's not that the missions are hard, it's that the time limits are the hard part. The actual doing of the mission, it might take you a couple minutes longer than the time limit that they give you, but it's not that you can't do it, it's just that you can't do it in under 3 minutes! It might take you 5, but needless to say, I didn't like the time limits in GTA 3. I don't like time limits, period. I don't like them at all, Sam I am. No! Time limits irritate me. They irritate me. And I play video games to have fun. Fun! Not to get irritated. So naturally, playing GTA 3 was a very irritating experience. Every time I saw that time limit, at first I was smiling at the nice story, the very excellent voice acting. It's very fun. It's very reminiscent of gangster movies and all that stuff. That's very fun to watch. And then I saw the time limit, and then my frown, it formed on my face. And the entirety of the mission became stressful and stress-inducing, and I was rushing, bumping into things as you do when you're rushing to get somewhere within a time limit. Cars kept blowing up because I couldn't get somewhere within a time limit. I had to jump into another car, but then damn, you ran out of time, you had to redo the mission. But of course, you can't just click the start button and click redo mission or retry mission. No, this is the first one. This is the demo. This is the product demo. All of those convenient quality of life controls that you found in later games, they don't exist here. So naturally, if you have a quest, a mission that takes you halfway across the island, you're on the other side of the island when the timer runs out, you have to drive all the way back to try it again. You have to drive all the way back. There's no fast travel. I'm sorry, there's not. There's not even a map. You can't even press the start button and check a map. Sorry, it's not there. You get a mini map, a little mini little radar map. Sure, you got that, but it's no big map. Nah. See, what they did is a consolidation. Is that they gave you a physical map. If you bought the physical copy of the game, they gave you a physical map to unfold in the copy and look at that while you're pausing the game and try to figure out where you are in relation to without a I like that you have a map, a physical one. I do. I really like that. But without here's our handy dandy little pad and paper here, right? Yeah, pad and paper. Let's say this is your little island, right? This is your island, right? And you have a little physical copy of the island. You got a physical copy here. You're looking at that. It looks great. You get to see all the icons of, like, say, and the little dot here. This is where ammunition is. Like, say, that's where ammunition. You say that's where ammunition is, right? Let's say you're trying to get to this ammunition, right? Well, do you think a physical paper, a paper map here, do you think this map has magical GPS placement for where you currently are on the map? So if you have no idea where you are and you need to get here, how do you know where you are on this map to get here? You don't know. You could be all the way over here, but the little mini-map, little thingamajiggy, just has a bunch of streets and lines, and you look on here and see, oh, it could look like this spot. Oh, it looks a little bit like that, too. Oh, I could be right here. No, you're way over there. This is why a map needs to be actually in the actual game. You press the start button, and it says, you are here. This is where you need to go. At least you know where you are in relation to where you need to go. And of course, another fun fact when you're playing GTA 3, let's say you are near the ammunition nation, right? If it's in relation to a quest, don't worry. In relation to a story mission, it will pop up on your mini-map so you could drive in the general direction of where it is. It won't show you, like, verticality. Like, you could be right by ammunition, but if you're, like, below it, like if the ammunition's higher up on a hill and you're right next to ammunition, you're not going to know that it's higher up or lower than you. So there's no verticality on the mini-map, so you'll have no idea with that. You'll have to figure that out on your own. Well, let's say you're right next to it, right? And it's not part of a mission. It's not part of a mission to go to this ammunition, but you still need to go to ammunition to get ammo, to get guns, to get what you need for the next quest, right? And let's say you got to do that, and there's no ammunition on the minimap. You see, the amenities like the hospitals, the police stations, ammunitions, the pay and sprays, all those good faculties that you get to go to, that you need to go to do some stuff, right? Especially the pay and spray and the ammunition. Those are the two big, most important ones, right? Well, when you're near them, they will not pop up on your mini-map. They don't. I'm sorry. You get to consult your physical map with your PS2 copy, get to look at the map and see where all the ammunitions are, but you don't know where you are in relation to where they are. You just have to guess. You just have to look and look on the buildings. You get to get out of the car because you can't change the camera angles when you're in the car, so you get to get out of the car. You get to go into first-person angle mode to look up on the buildings to see where the ammunition is, if you're on the right street or if you need to go in another place. It is GTA 3 is an acquired taste, and do not play the PS2 version. Don't. I played the PS2 version. I did it so that you don't have to. All the millions of people who did this in the early 2000s did it because there's no other version for them to play. There are tons of versions of GTA 3 for you to play now. Literally every single one is better than this one. They have a couple more quality of life improvements to the game. Probably an included map. Probably an included map that you can actually look for things in game. And you get to see where you are in relation to where you need to go. And all that good stuff besides little icons in the mini-map, like the ammunition, the pan sprays, they'll pop up maybe on the PC version, on the remastered trilogy version. Everybody says that trilogy version is crap, but at least it might have some quality of life improvements that the PS2 version didn't have. And I prefer you play that version, because that's the one I'd prefer to play. Because all of these lack of quality of life things anger me. They anger me. they really, really anger me. Now, when we move on to Vice City, things are so much better. They are so much better. For example, the first thing I did when I popped in Vice City, the first thing I did, right, I pressed that start button. I pressed that start button to go to the menu, and there it was. It was beautiful. The map. It was there. Right there. I could press start and see the map. And you could see where you are in relation to where you need to go. It was beautiful. And of course, another great thing, when you were near an ammunition, it'll pop up on your map so you could see that you're close to one. It won't show you where all the ammunitions are, because there's more than one. They don't want to show you a bunch of different ammunitions, but if they'll show you where the closest one is on your mini-map, so you can get to that one, right? It's a great improvement. It's a great quality of life improvement. And the best part is, Vice City was made within a year of GTA 3. Like, one year! They did everything here in 1 year! Well, luckily, they had all of the engine, the graphics quality, the NPC makings, and the movement controls, and all of that. They made everything with GTA 3, and they used everything in GTA 3. So all they did was design new characters, refine some of the controls, add a map to the start screen, and design a city. They designed a city. They may have added a couple new cars as well, and of course the music. Of course, they licensed the music for you to listen to. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. The music in GTA 3 is okay. It's just they just didn't have that much to listen to. There's the one station that I really like though. One station that I really loved is the classical music, the opera, the Italian opera station. Ooh, I love that stuff, man. You know, I love it. Just drive around in the Italian mafia car and listening to that opera music. Ooh, I got shivers. It's one of the best parts of GTA 3. Sadly, I didn't hear any classical music in Vice City's radios. But Vice City's radio is also fantastic. I love the 80s music. I love everything about it. Pretty much every single song I recognized. It was fantastic time. Vice City has some of the best music. It's the best radio. And of course, the city looks fantastic. I love the look of Vice City far more than Liberty City. It's one of the best looking cities in the game. And there are a couple things in it that I didn't really like. And I don't know if it's just me, or maybe I'm looking at it differently, or they changed something. When you get into a car in Liberty City in GTA 3, the camera angle is slightly above the car. Behind the car, yes, but slightly above it, so that you could see a little bit further out. You get a bit farther looking angle to see ahead of you a little bit better. But in Vice City, it's like the camera is ground level, almost under the car a little bit. It's behind you, but it's like level with the car. And when the sun's coming down or coming up, and you will have that glare as if it's glaring in your eyes realistically. And let me tell you, I appreciate the realism, but this is a game where I don't need to explain it. It's GTA, okay? It's a cartoon of a realism. It's cartoon realism. It's a cartoon of a parody of a parody of a parody of realism. I don't need to see the sun's glare when it's on the horizon. It's in my face. I can't see. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a nitpick, a little bit of one, just a little bit. Everything else about Vice City is fantastic. There are a couple things I don't like, a couple of the missions, the races. And this is just a skill issue. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a skill issue, but it's also a mechanics issue. The motorcycles are... I like them. I do. Don't get me wrong. I like the motorcycles. I despise the motorcycles. I love them. I despise them. You see, you get on a motorcycle. Let's say you yourself, the viewer, you get on a motorcycle. I get on a motorcycle, right? And you ride it around. Let's say you bump into something. You just lightly love tap it. Like, you lightly love tap something, maybe a curb or something. It won't knock you off, right? You won't go flying, right? Wrong! You lightly bump into anything in Vice City and you go flying! Yeah, I didn't like that at all. No, I didn't like that at all. I think you need to have maybe a cheat. Maybe, GTA with their cheats. I love the GTA cheat codes. They kept them all the way up to GTA 5. That's the best thing I love about this series. It's the use of cheat codes. It's so great. One of the cheat codes that you could have added is kind of like, it's called the hot glue seat. Just call it the glue seat for motorcycles. You can bump into anything and you won't go flying off the seat. That would be a great cheat code to have. You won't fly off your motorcycle when you bump into anything. That would be so great. That would be a fantastic thing to have. Or maybe you could just make it so that you don't go flying after bumping into anything lightly. I'd understand if you're going like 50 miles per hour and you bump into the back bumper of a car in front of you. That might send you flying. But maybe 5, 10 miles per hour? No, you won't go flying at 5 miles per hour. Trust me, you won't. But yeah, the races, especially when you're on a motorcycle, there's a motorcycle race. The gangster missions, none of these are required to beat the final story mission, by the way. None of these are required. So don't worry about that. But there's one mission in particular that you have to do for one of the rock stars that has you go over to a biker gang. And in order for the biker gang to help you, because you need to get some protection for this rock star for a concert he's going to do, you have to go to this biker gang and you have to convince them to be the bodyguards for him for this concert. And the biker gang says, we'll only help people of our own. And so you have to join their gang, and the initiation is a race. You have to race other bikers on a bike. You have to race them on a bike, and you're racing, and it's very high octane, and one love tap, that's it. That's all it takes, and you'll go flying. And the moment you fall off your bike, you might as well give up, because you're not going to catch up to the other bikers. You're just not going to do it. You're not going to catch up to them. And honestly, I could learn the course. I did learn the course. But that rage. You feel that angry video game nerd rage? I've been emulating it. I've been experiencing it like war flashbacks in my head, just memorizing the rage that I was feeling. Just lightly tapping anything and going flying just from this. And when I looked up that this mission wasn't required to see the final ending, I was so happy because I didn't do it. I didn't do this mission. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I didn't get good on the motorcycle. I learned the course. I did. I learned how to ride the motorcycle, but I just got too angry, and rage and me, we don't mix very well. We don't have a good relationship, and so I decided to break up with the rage. I said, it's not me, it's you. And it's me because you're me, but I'm not going to be you anymore. So I said, go away, biker race, go away. And I finished the game without doing the races. So I didn't do the races. But that's something that you have to be warned about. If you suck on the motorcycles and you don't like going flying, don't get on a motorcycle and try not to do any motorcycle missions in here. Don't just skip the motorcycle race unless you're playing on the remastered. Who knows, maybe they fixed this in the remastered version of Vice City. They may have fixed this. They may have added it so that you can actually stay on your seat when you bump into a couple things slightly. You might stay on your seat, and it might be beautiful to ride these motorcycles. It might be one of the greatest things for you. So if it is, I just hope you enjoy yourself playing the remastered version of Vice City, because I played the PS2 version. I did. I played the PS2 version, and it really enraged me in some of those places. But I do have to say that in almost every way, shape, and form, every single way, shape, and form, Vice City is so much better than GTA 3. Its story is so much better than GTA 3. Tommy Vercetti is probably my favorite protagonist in this entire franchise that I've played so far. I haven't played San Andreas yet. I'm going to be playing that one after I've taken a break and played. I'm playing through the Ratchet and Clank series again. I just wanted to experience something that brings me joy. Joy is such a rare commodity in our lives that we have to grab hold of it. We have to feel it. We have to experience that joy, and just we gotta hold on to it, you know. So I'm holding on to some of this joy so I could smile and play something that makes me smile. Ratchet and Clank makes me smile. The bike race in Vice City does not make me smile. But there's good news. Most of the time limits have been gone. They're gone. Most of the main story missions do not have time limits. You don't have to worry about rushing. It's so good feeling. It feels so good. It feels so great. There is one mission that really, really enraged me. It really did, but then I figured out how to figure it out. And it's you have 3 minutes, right? You get 3 minutes to drive your car from the Versetti estate to a mall. And you have to enter this mall, and you have to break the windows of every store in this mall in under 3 minutes. You have to drive there, you have to enter the mall, you have to break the windows in under 3 minutes. That enraged me. So what I had to do was type in the weapon cheat code. There's a cheat code to give you weapons, and there's one for rocket launchers, right? And so I popped in the cheat code to give me a bunch of rocket launcher ammo. And the best part about rocket launchers is that they have a big, wide range of explosive radius. So if you fire it at one window and there's a bunch of windows next to it, you're probably going to break them too. So you would be able to blow up all, I don't know how many windows, 30, 40, 60 windows. You'll be able to blow them all up in under 3 minutes if you rush. And luckily I had the rocket launcher to help me out there, because if I didn't, I would be very grumpy. I would be very, very grumpy. I get very grumpy easily in these things. And it's not because I can't do it. You know, I could obviously blow up a bunch of windows. I can obviously do that. It's easy to blow up windows in a mall, but doing it in under 3 minutes. Sorry, that's where I draw the line. I hate time limits. I hate them. I despise them. I despise time limits. You may be able to do this easily, and you might be looking at me like I'm just some crazy person, and that's fine. It's very valid. I'm happy you're able to do this in under 3 minutes easily, even. I'm very happy for you. I didn't do it easily, and I did get enraged, and I'm not happy for me, outside of the fact that I don't have to do it anymore. But, yeah. I had to mention the enraging moments for Vice City. I had to, because this is part of the GTA3 rant, and that's mostly all rage. I can't just gush about Vice City. Everybody gushes about Vice City. I would gush, and do gush about Vice City. There are plenty of things, maybe 80% of the game, 85% of the game, that I would do nothing but gush over. But it's that 15 to 20% of it, that 15 to 20% of it that doesn't really get mentioned all that often, that I feel needs to be mentioned. You know, that 15 to 20% of the game that makes you really, really embrace your inner AVGN. And that was me with Vice City. That race, that mall, the time limits. Luckily, most of the races are optional. Most of the things that have time limits are optional. And that is so good. It's so good to feel that it's optional. I love that word, optional. It's such a great word. It's such a great word. If only time limits were optional. If only there was a cheat code you could have, you know, with Rockstar. They're able to do this, you know, they have this, it's in their ability to do this, you know. You type in a cheat code, and that little timer up at the top of the corner of the screen that keeps clicking away, and you keep looking at it, and it just pauses. It pauses, and no more tick down, no more tick down. You just type in that cheat code to pause the timer, and complete your mission at a leisurely pace, and you smile again. They have this as a mod for Vice City on the PC version, by the way, so if you're terrible at this like I am, or if you get easily enraged at time limits like I do, play the PC version. It will really help you out. Install that mod to pause the time limit and play at your own pace. Either way, Everything that they say about Vice City that's good is true. Everything they say about it is true. It's just they don't mention the things that enrage you. I did. You've been warned. Vice City is a great game, though. It's it's better than GTA 3 on every single conceivable level. And if you liked Liberty City, the classic layout, the classic map of Liberty City, and you want to play that game, but not GTA 3, but play a game that was released a little bit later, after they had time to polish the mechanics and all of the stuff that was crap in GTA 3, if you want to, like one of the mechanics that I really hated about GTA 3 is the aiming. For example, I'm a very simple guy. I am. I'm a very simple person. I, for example, like it when, if I press up, things look up. Things go up. I like it when I press down, things look down. I like when I press left, things look left. I like when I press right, things look right. In GTA 3, when you go into aim mode, like say you get your rifle, you get a sniper rifle or something, and you need to look up, you have to press down. When you need to look down, you have to press up. This is called inverted controls, and I despise them. I absolutely despise them. They may not bother you at all, and if they don't, I'm very happy for you. I really am. I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy that it doesn't bother you. But it bothers me! I like it when things go up when I press up. Yes! I like it when things go down when I press down! It's a very simple concept. I'm not driving a plane! It's first-person mode. When I move my head up, I look up. So when I press up, I want to look up too! Now, the best part about Vice City, to me, with that, is you can invert the controls. You can! You press that button, and then up means up again. It's such a wonderful control. It's such a wonderful option. It satisfies both people who like both different ways, the normal way and the crazy way. So I'm glad that they had it in Vice City. I just wish they had it in GTA 3 as well. They may have added this into the PC remastered version, by the way, which might end up turning GTA 3 into a better game. But like I said, if you want to experience Liberty City, but don't want to experience GTA 3, there is a game called Liberty City Stories that I believe they released after Vice City, where they returned to Liberty City, gave you just about the same amount of runtime, maybe a few hours less, but it's the same city, the same amount of graphics, the same cars, just better quality of life improvements that you've seen in Vice City, added into Liberty City so you can explore Liberty City with better controls, with better quality of life improvements and options and a map. It's such a great thing. Just play that and skip this. If you found my rage to be entertaining, I intended it to be. Don't worry, I'm not actually this crazy.